Be open. He say the book will be open in the last days. See, sealed until the time of the end. That means when the end came or the last days came, then the understanding of the book was going to be open. Okay? And this how we see the Israelites is the mediators. Look what he said in verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, says God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. See, why is he going to say all flesh and then go to talking about somebody's children? If I'm talking about everybody, I'm not going to go to talk about people's children, man. And he didn't say sons and daughters. He said your sons and daughters. See? He says, your sons and daughters shall prophesy. How you going to prophesy? You going to understand the prophecy. You going to give the book going to be open. The understanding of the prophecies is going to be understood by the sons and the daughter. He says, and your young men shall see visions, meaning they're going to see it. They're going to understand what they're reading. They're going to understand what the vision is talking about. And your old man shall dream dreams. See that dream that Daniel was that Nebuchadnezzar was given. Daniel understood the dream. See, verse 18. It says, "Oh my servants, and on my handmaids." See, that servants and handmaids is not talking about somebody that went and filled out an application, or it's not talking about somebody that's what you call it, a usher boy in some church. See, a handmaid went back to bondmaid, somebody that was sold in slavery. A bond, when you have a bond on somebody, that's like you in prison, or you done went to jail and they got to pay your bond money. See, they got to give bond money to the bondsman to get you out of jail. So the spirit was going to be on people that was in bondage. Wasn't going to be on just a random nation. You had to be in bondage for his spirit to come on you. He says, and on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out my spirit I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. So just anybody wasn't going to grab this book and open it up and understand what's going on. See, that's why Joel made it real clear. Let's go to Joel. Joel chapter 2. Joel chapter 2. And mind you, Joel 3 is all about slavery. It's all about slavery. But 2 is right before he get to talking, and they don't have chapters. They weren't writing chapters. Chapter 1, chapter 2. See, he wasn't writing all that. He was starting to write how it was the beginning. He was writing the beginning almost, or he was writing the end in the beginning. He was saying what was going to be the results in the beginning. Then he went into some detail about what was going on. But look at verse 27, Joel 2 and 27. He says, and you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. See, nobody else is God. He's not dealing with nobody else. It says, and my people shall never be ashamed. So before he said he was going to pour out his spirit to give them the understanding and to open up the book and understand what's in it, this was going to be known that he was only talking about them. He wasn't talking about nobody else. That's why it says, I am the Lord your God and none else. Because he knew that everybody else was going to try to come up with some theology just because he created them and they came out of Adam, that they supposed to be his people. Okay. Now let's see here. Now this Joel, that was Joel 2 when he said he's gonna pour out his spirit. Now right in Joel 3, he tell you who these children was that he was gonna pour his spirit out on. Chapter 3, verse 6, he said, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Okay, who was these Grecians? At the end of the chapter, he identified who the Grecians were. He said, verse 19, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. So he identified who the Israelites was being sold to. Amos chapter 1, verse 6, 9, and 11 let you see how Edom was going to be the ones that had the Israelites in captivity. Okay. Now let's see here. Okay. That's a good segue from the Israelites being a mediator until who is the king of the world. See, everybody ain't the king. There's only one king. See, the king has power. The king has dominion. The king has a military. See, you can't be a king if you ain't got no military, man. What you gonna defend your kingdom with? See? Who has the militaries of the world? Only one nation has the militaries of the world. A Hispanic don't have a military. A Native American don't have a military. A Negro in the projects don't have a military. A Puerto Rican don't have a military. A Mexican don't have a military. Only the so-called white man got a military. See, he the only one with a military. That meaning he is the only king on the throne. See, everybody else is peasants. Everybody else is workers. See, everybody else is under the so-called white man because he can defend his kingdom. See? Now when you go into Job, let's get the first one that just shoot the missile out the water. Job 9 and 13. Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? See, who is the one that has possession of the earth? See, who can tell people when to come, when to go? Who can tell people when, what to do, and what they can't do? Who make the laws? See, all nations don't make no laws, man. And it's not no democracy, that's a lie. The people in power make the laws. The people with the military make the laws. Even the drug dealers make the laws. The pharmaceutical companies make the laws because they got all the money. That's why you got lobbyists. See, when you got lobbyists, that means the government don't mean nothing. Because the rich people can lobby and make the lawmakers do what they want them to do. So there's no such thing as a democracy and of the people and all this crap. No, of the people with money. See, even the military, if they want somebody to do something, they can pay mercenaries to go kill them. They don't even need the American military, but they can pay for that too. All of it can be paid for. That's why Job 9:24, he asked a sarcastic question. He said, if not, where and who is he? Who is it that has all the military power. It ain't but one man. See, one nation. Now when you go into Revelation chapter 13, because this is the chapter that we in right now, we might be months away from this chapter. Verse 4, he say, and they worship the dragon that gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? See, who is able to make war with the so-called white man, who is in possession of all the military bases? You got 840 military bases. Out of those 840, the American government owned 800. What is that? Almost 100%. The Russians might own 30. So now you can take 30 off of that 840. Now you got the Russians and Americans owning all the militaries. 100% of the military is owned by the white man. That means he is the king. He has the throne. And he was given this by God. That's what Romans 13 is all about. Who gave him the world? The world was given into the hand of the wicked. Who gave him the world? Who gave him this power? See? Who is he to be given why was he so special to be given the power? Romans 13:1, it say, for let every soul be subject unto the higher power. For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. So these militaries, these people in the government, they was being ordained. Why? It goes back to their forefather. See? Their forefather was promised a rulership. Genesis 27. Before we run out of time. Starting at verse 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, have thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, your dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, meaning the richness of the earth. There's no such thing as, see, they throw in that word fatness to try to confuse you, but in the Jewish Bible, it say richness. It says, and of the dew of heaven from above. Verse 40 is the key. And by your sword shall you live. What that sword going to? That sword going to military. See, this nation of Edom ain't gonna rule by a sword, man. They got tanks, they got planes, they got battleships, they got submarines, they got nuclear weapons. That's what they ruling by. And it comes from the blessing of their forefather. He said, by your sword thou shalt live, and shall serve your brother, and it shall come to pass that when you shall have the dominion or rulership, that you shall break his yoke from off your neck. So Esau was crying. He said, Father, is you gonna bless me? Not just Jacob.
Hip hop R&B, what's
no,
up?
This the Bible, bro.
The Bible.
Yeah, man.
We all blessed.
What nationality are you?
It don't matter. We all blessed.
No, we all not blessed.
Yeah, we all blessed.
No, we all
That's
not
100%. You wrong. You see? That's why I don't follow religion.
It's the Bible say
Because you
that.
cannot say that.
Can you?
If I tell you we
been
all
drinking?
blessed,
You been
if
drinking?
I tell you we all blessed, how you gonna tell me we not?
Because the Bible don't say that.
The Bible don't say we all blessed.
Is wicked people gonna be killed?
What wicked people?
Murderers. Are murderers gonna be killed?
No, but we at the end of the day we are all blessed, right?
Just answer that one question. Are murderers gonna be killed?
Fuck no.
So I can murder people, bro?
No, I said fuck no.
Oh, that means wicked people are gonna be killed.
Yeah.
Murderers are gonna be
Yeah,
killed.
but wicked
So they are
people-
not blessed.
For wicked
They
people,
are not blessed.
Wicked people is not normal.
No, that's normal. It's not about what's normal or not normal. It's about being blessed or not
Wicked
blessed.
people's not normal.
If you killing people, you're gonna be
How can you
murdered
be-
by the one who
You
cracked
can't
that
be
sky.
wicked and be normal.
Yes, you is. No, listen, You got people with pharmaceutical companies killing people, millions of people.
Oh yeah.
They are not blessed.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is right now, the white man is blessed because he has all the military bases in the world. God promised his forefathers that blessing. God promised his forefathers. Let me read it to you. He promised his forefathers.
So you believe in a white man?
It's in here in the Bible.
Nah.
Everybody alive is in the Bible.
Everybody alive is in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. So
you believe in
why
a white
wouldn't
man?
he be in the Bible? Who? Caucasians, who they call Caucasians, nobody named Caucasian.
Right.
Every nation is in the Bible.
Right.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Nah, this is food for thoughts right now.
He's been blessed. That's why he has the military. When it says in Romans, it says every power is ordained of God. God ordained these governments and these powers until he come and take over.
Right.
So that's the Urament. They're blessed with that little small rulership.
Oh,
but when he come, he gonna take their blessing.
I respect that.
That's what it's about. And if you're Hispanic, we getting the blessing next because God is fair. He's not gonna let one nation rule forever.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So do your research. Do your research.
I'm on it.
All right. Now, what is it? So let's get back into Genesis 25 because that was 27. Now 27 is talking about let's see, 27, and it goes with that sword, with that military. Genesis 25:27 is saying, but the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. See, that hunter is talking about you gonna have to have a weapon to kill somebody or to kill an animal. See, if you hunting something down, you gonna have to have a weapon for that. You just can't do it because you talking. But he's gonna be cunning at doing it. See, he's not gonna be somebody that's just, the weapon is just so great, he ain't got to make no kind of maneuvers. No, he's gonna be a con man with it. So he's gonna hide, that's why they wear camouflage, that's why they always the hunter. They have sports about hunting deers and fishing and all kind of hunting situations because that's in their bloodline. No other nation do these things. See, no other nation be out there worried about being a hunter. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in the tent. See, that's why Jacob, he want to be in the house. He want to be somewhere with a six-pack, chilling in the yard, on the porch. See? Now, let's get some more about that rulership in Revelation 6. Revelation 6 give details about the situation. Verse 4 it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. See, when you're looking at the history, only one nation was given a great sword. All nations wasn't given a great sword. Let's go back to Genesis 27:40. It's saying, by your sword thou shalt live. See, that sword is what was given to the nation of Edom. That was their blessing. That's why it says, and there went out another horse that was red. Edom means red. See, their nation is known as the Red Nation. Okay. Then you jump down to verse 8. Verse 8 let you know about the pale horse or the pale power. Really a pale nation, because that horse can stand for nation, because it stands for power. See, you got the red, then you got the pale. There's only one nation that's get red and they get pale. At one point they'll get red, then another point they'll get pale. See, that the similitudes of the Most High is powerful. It says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. So everything that concerning death, you're going to see somebody the leader of that situation is going to be the border of wickedness, the nation of Edom. Now, when you're talking about death, look at Habakkuk. Oh, I just had it. Habakkuk chapter 2. It talks about the vision that will be revealed in the last days. I'm going to start at verse 3. He says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Starting at verse 5. "Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell." See, that's that pale horse. "And is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people." See, that's why America is known as the melting pot. Not just America, but all the European countries, they complaining about immigration or migration, because all the poor countries trying to pour into their country. So them being so rich, they cause all these other nations, they heap all these other nations to themselves. Plus, they rape, rob, and murder all the other nations. So the other nations, they being raped and robbed so much, they move to these European nations. What they call it, the EU, the European Union. It says, he enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death. See, that's Revelation. That's the pale horse. See, but see that people don't know their Bible, so